It's the Bot Builder back for another video, and today we are going to be doing well, as you see by the title of the video, it's finally the return of random bot builds. Yes, I finally now have time to do random bot builds again, and well, to start off, well, the new year of random bot builds, I thought, it's not really a machine anybody asked me to do, but it's still one I've always wanted to build. Yes, that is right. I'm going to be building Philippa 2. I mean, for those who don't know, I am actually quite a fan of Dutch Robot Wars. I feel that Dutch Robot Wars Series 2 in particular is an incredibly underrated series. If you haven't watched it, do watch it. It's pretty good. And Philippa 2 are one of my favourite robots in there. They're a pretty cool machine. They're probably one of my favourite Belgium robots. And, well, I kind of want to build a model of them. They're quite a cool machine. So, yeah. The format of this random bot build will probably be a little bit different for this machine because they are a very complex design. Just letting you know that. So yeah, let's just jump right into it by doing the base. Right, there we go. I've now done the base for Philippa. It's quite an odd shape, to be honest, of a robot. In that it's quite narrow, but it's relatively long. So I tried to capture that. Or making it 5 centimeters wide, but 10 centimeters long. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the middle section, which goes across there. Yeah, I'll just get back to you once I've done that. Alright, there we go. I've now done the middle section. This is just here just to hold the robot up together, basically. So yeah, now, just like some other robots, Philippa is kind of like two robots. There's the back bit and the front bit, and I'm going to start off by doing the front bit, so I'm just going to start off just by doing the side panels, so I'll get back to you once I've done those. Alright, so now I've done those bit of sort of wheel guardy bits that Philippa has on their little side. I did admittedly make the wheels look a bit small, but I'm not really too bothered about it. So now I'm just going to get on and put on the eyes. Right, so I've now added on the eyes, got them nice right there. So now the next bit I'm going to do is I'm just going to just sort of do this little section, I guess, and then we'll see where we go from there. Right, there we go. I've just filled in the gaps. I'm not doing the angled stuff. That'll just be a bit too complicated. I'm not sure how to make the flipper work if I did it like that. So I'm just going to leave this bit like that. Not going to try and do the angled stuff it has right there. But I did leave it like this, and I've got the CO2 bottle, and I've also got the piston. It's looking pretty nice, and now I'm going to make the flipper. Right, there we go, I've now added on the flipper. It did take a lot longer than I expected, but I did add it on, and I'm quite happy with it. I know I'm not done with it yet, but I do want to test out the flipper, so here is Panic Attack, and here is just the power of Philippa's flipper. It's got a decent amount of power behind it. I mean, Philippa was never really an OOTA robot, but it was capable of flipping machines over quite decently, and this one is quite capable of flipping machines over as well. So yeah, now what we've got to do is that we just got to do the back bits. So I'll get back to you once I've basically done just the first part of the back section. There we go. I've now done the first bit of the sort of long back part. I've left these little gaps for the little side Shreemeks that they have. So now I'm just going to do this little part. I'll do the Shreemek once I'm done with the whole little back piece. But yeah, Philippa is starting to take shape, and honestly, it looks quite nice. So anyway, yeah, let's just carry on by doing the second part of the back piece. Right, there we go. I've now got the back attached to the robot, and basically Philippa is almost complete. All I just got to do is just give it the rear claw, just the weird little tail fin at the back, and the Shreemek. So I guess I'll start off by adding on the Shreemek. Right, there we go. I have now attached the Shreemek onto the robot, and yeah, I think the Shreemeks look quite nice, and the best part is that they work. So here it is when it's on its side. Basically, the Shreemek extends out, get back onto its wheels. There we go. And if it does get flipped up like that, the flipper can bring it back to a position where it sort of just rolls over. and yeah, it can self-right. So yeah, I'm now almost nearly done. Just got to make the claw and the rear little tail fin, and Philippa will be done. I think I'll make the rear fin first. There we go. Now I've attached the rear fin. It's pretty low to the ground as well, so I can get right underneath robots. I'll use panic attack again as an example. There we go. It can get underneath quite easily. The last thing I need to do is just attach the claw, and Philippa will be done. And I'll do that. And just like that, Philippa 2 is now done, and oh my god, I am so happy with how this turned out. When I did set myself the challenge of making Philippa, I honestly never thought I'd actually be able to do it, but I actually did. And I'm honestly really happy with it. Now, obviously, it's not perfect. The wheels in these little sections could be made a bit bigger, and this thing could have been angled, but I can't be bothered to do that, and honestly, I'm just really happy with how it turned out, and it is honestly quite effective. Like, I know I've already shown off the flipper, but I'm very happy with how the flipper turned out. It's very accurate to how the actual robot's flipper worked, in that it isn't overly powerful, but it does the job of flipping robots over. And I even got the Shremex done, which worked well, and the claw doesn't move, but the real one claw didn't. It did move, but it didn't really cause damage. But it's just good at just getting underneath robots and just pushing them. And honestly, I'm just very happy with how it turned out. Yeah, it was honestly a lot. It's quite a difficult build, to be honest. There's so many like intricate stuff to go on. It's like building two robots almost. But I made it, and I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, I've made Philippa 2. Not sure what the next random bot build is. I do know the next video will be a robot instruction, so watch out for that. And yeah, until then, the bot builder, out.